Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. It's just about time to kick off the Friday Night Ragchew. And guess where we are? Indeed, yes. Your task, Mr. Phelps, is to discover where the Ragchew is being held tonight. If your team or any one of your members is discovered, we may disavow any knowledge of your existence. However, we're waiting for 8 o'clock to roll around. And not sure if Larry is going to be finished with his ordeal over there or whether I'll pick up the net to start with. But let's take a quick standby until 8 o'clock, and then we'll start things up. Please stand by. Alrighty, Larry's ready to go.
Yep, we're all set here. Okay, where are you transmitting off of VA3IMW ZOE
I'm in the same place that you are right now. All's well.
Okay, sorry, Mac. I was just looking at the screen. You got that 7.250 up there. That's all.
Yeah, that might be a little confusing, but yeah, we're on the output of the ZOE, so I'm sure everybody knows how to turn the duplex off of their radios because they are qualified operators, and we're looking forward to hearing people pop in and saying hello. And we'll discuss at length preparations for Sunday morning. Oh my goodness, the last weekend of summer. That's what this is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, you're right. We are on the ZOE. This is the ZOE Friday Night Ragchew. I am not quite prepared. I had a couple of issues that I had to deal with, so just give me 1 second, please. And if this will hurry up and come up on my screen, we can carry on. All right. My call sign is Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. My first name is Larry, and I'm located in East Hamilton. And again, we are on Simplex tonight on 443.075. The ZOE repeater is down at the present time. We're not sure the status of it. We'll have to wait for the VA3IMW to be able to tell us exactly what's going on. So it's an open net. To join the conversation, please give us your call sign, your name. Tell us about your stuff, your equipment, and what you'd like to add to the conversation. And again, before we start, I'd like to thank Terry, the VA3IMW for the use of that repeater. I will remember, though, we're not using a repeater, but please, no religion, politics, or foul language. And I don't have to say, let the repeater drop in between our conversations, and we'll just get in. Give a slight pause in between. Mac, you're all set for tonight. You don't have to worry about timing it out. And thanks, Mac, for live streaming this on the YouTube. And as you mentioned, Sunday we have a get-together. I should be there this time. I'm going tomorrow to get the car repaired, hopefully. Now, can I get check-ins for Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Mac, I got you marked in.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Papa Golf, Chris and Dundas.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
Victor Echo 3, India Uniform Kilowatt. Okay, I got IMW, WPG, BT, IUK.
Victor Alpha 3, November, Charlie Alpha.
We have any other check-ins for Friday Night ZOE Ragchew. Please come forward.
And NCA is in there as well.
Sorry, wait.
That's him.
I don't have a copy on him, so we'll probably do a relay. I've asked Chuck to do a relay, but at the present time he's got another issue that I don't know if everybody's read, the actual Discord. If you haven't, please check it out. Chuck put a little note in there. Something earlier happened today. I'm unaware of it. I'm not going to try to say too much about it because I'm not, again, unaware of it. So anyway, hopefully he will join us tonight. All right, anybody else Ragchew. Come on in. All right, Mac, you're up. VA3IMW ZOE. No, we want to talk about Sunday a bit there. I don't know what you got for head count. I'm not sure. The only thing I'm confused about here, I'm not sure how Chuck listens to people on the YouTube stream if he couldn't hear them on the radio. I'm definitely going to get confused.
Oh, it's a lesson in multitasking, Larry. So while you're listening to me, you can turn up your computer and turn down your radio. And obviously, when it comes to, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to hear Bill and Chris and Albert. But when Wade comes up to bat, then your own radio volume goes down. YouTube stream volume comes up, and everybody lives happily ever after. And like you said, I don't have to worry about timing out anything except people's patience. So let's start by celebrating the last summer of 2025, or last weekend of summer for 2025. And we're looking forward to seeing everybody Sunday morning at Pier 4 Park. Looking to get RF busy around 11 o'clock. So sounds like Bill and Wade are on the buses. And if you remember that TV show, you got to make sure that, anyways, yes, you're old. So Sunday, Pier 4 Park, 11 o'clock. We're going to try to pick up a location in the park that makes it a threefer. And hopefully we've got some space there to set up antennas and not destroy Mother Nature, throw wires up in a tree, scare some squirrels away, but not tear off any twigs or and leaves. And that's another bad joke. Sorry, Dave. What else? Friday night. It's just good that it's Friday. Absolutely beautiful day. I would say the only one thing that has soured it just a little bit, and I'm sure that as time passes on and some further understanding and listening and clear, I don't know, we'll be able to get that other stuff resolved. Anyways, not to worry. Yeah, I think that's about it for me for the time being. And I know you've got a few more in there. If there's any questions with regard to any preparations for Sunday, I know that I'm bringing my radio, my battery, my vertical antenna. I've got a couple of ham sticks, but I probably will be favoring a park setup rather than a parking lot setup. And Chuck, I've got a chair for you. So if you're listening. Other than that, I've got a ballon for Matt, but apparently he's got to work a golf tournament this weekend, so we'll have to make sure that. No, Albert, I'm not timing anything out. So I'll have to make alternate arrangements for to get that ballon over to Matt. So I've got enough wire and stuff for 40 and 20 meter wire up in a tree. So I'm sure we're going to have lots of bits and pieces. Everybody's going to bring all kinds of everything, and we're just going to have a good old time on Sunday there, Larry. Thanks. Like I say, if anybody else has questions, feel free. I think I've got a confirmation from our group of about 12, possibly between the Hamilton and Burlington groups, maybe another 6. So we could be up to another 18 folks RF busy all at the same time, just as we were this time last September. And anyways, back to you, Larry.
The buses there, Mac. You remember that? I still got it. I still watch it. Yeah, it's right up, Bill. Chuck me in, Larry.
Will do. Well, I got you up in the log there. Are you in and out, or are you going to be around for a bit?
I got half an hour before dinner, so I'll be here.
Okay, I got you in the log. Yes, Mac, I was going to say, it's been a strange day. Wife and I were out for about 2.5 hours today, and I don't know, there seemed to be I don't know what's going on this Friday. Some weird stuff going on. So just people were, I don't know where they were. I don't think they were all there, but I don't know. It's been kind of a crazy day. So, all right. Next we got Chris, VA3WPG. Come on in, Chris.
Oh, good. VA3WPG. Yeah. All right. Well, where was I there? I kind of, yeah. Just dropping a check in here. Looking forward to Sunday. I'm also going to bring a bell and a sewing bag and a long wire. I know Max said he's bringing one, but I'm bringing one anyways. I will also be bringing my Ragchew and my remote control helicopter. I did manage to get the helicopter upside down a couple times, flipped upside down in its stunt mode, and that is pretty cool. We'll be standing by for Bill, find out about if we're still doing the antenna tomorrow. And there was one other thing. What was that? It's not coming to mind. Oh, yes, Larry, I usually don't have a copy on you on Simplex, but I'm actually getting you at an S4, S5 tonight, so that's good. Something with something else that's not going to come to me right now. It might come to me by the next round, so for now I'll throw it back. That's what I have for now. VA3, WPG until the next round.
Chris, you're way over deviated, VA3CP.
That's because I was back on my FT8100 instead of the ICOM and backing off the mic tower. This should be better now.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Tell me as a check on Larry, VA3CP.
Thanks for the old deviator report.
Yep, okay, no problem, Dave. And Chris, yes, I'm on high power tonight, which is running about 40 watts. That's the highest I can go. So, anyways, yep, you're sounding good this way. I was able to listen to you actually on the radio, so I think my problem I'm going to hear is Wade, but when we get there, I'll probably listen to him on the YouTube stream. So, thanks for checking in. No, Chris, and up next, VA3BT, VE3LB. I shouldn't have any problem hearing you.
Hey, good evening, Larry, and everybody on frequency. What am I at here? 35% on the power. I don't really have to go any more than that. Yeah, just glad to be home. It's Friday. I'm off next week. I'm going away camping, glamping, whatever you want to call it. Received my condo, thank God. Got in there last night. So yeah, so that's been settled. Hopefully when I go back up, when I come back from vacation and I set myself up there, I'm bringing the radio. So, but I'm going to try I got a couple Hustlers, those little Hustler antennas. I got a 20 meter, 40 meter, and I think an 80 meter. Might even have anyways, I got to see what I got and try to set that up on the balcony in stealth mode so nobody sees it. We'll see what happens. Other than that, just glad to be back. Week's over. It's a long week, so in vacation mode now. So we'll hand it back over to you, Larry, VA3BT.
Okay, very good. And Chuck come in there. I've asked him, try to get him to see if we can get him to key up here. He just wants to do YouTube, but I said, no, come on in. Get into the net here. I'm sure he's listening along. So very good. I'm glad you got your place to stay. Now you can leave some of your clothes there. And, well, I guess whatever you need, work clothes and anything else. And, of course, we do have that period of time where the temperature is going to drop, and we may get some of that white stuff coming down. So at least you'll have a place to stay in case things get too messy.
Yeah, that's also the benefits of that too. Getting a condo where we're not scrambling to get a hotel, or because half the time, well, during the winter months, I'm sure you can book a hotel room. It's the peak seasons when you have a hard time with. But for now, yeah, no, definitely. If I run into a snowstorm on a Friday and I can't get home, at least you stay up there for the weekend or whatever the case may be. But yeah, just right now I'm just happy to be on vacation.
Excellent. Okay. And how's the actual project going up there?
Really good. We started putting structural steel up, so the frame of the building, we probably got about 85% of the building up. Roof deck is going on as we speak, probably about 40%, 45%. That's going to be tight, though. I got to have this building. I got to pull a miracle here. I got to have this building closed in and heat it for the winter months so I can pour floors. Well, this is going to be very challenging, especially in Barrie.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, at least the project's coming along good for you. So excellent. Okay, no problem. All right. Anything else before I pass her down to Bill?
No, that's all for now. Maybe I'll post a couple pictures of the project I'm doing there on the what do you call it? Can't even think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart on that thing there with that chat.
Okay, no problem. All right. Let's bring in Bill. VA3IMW VA3LBI. Come on in, Bill.
Yeah, are you copying me okay, Larry?
Absolutely, sir. No problem at all.
Yeah, okay, I've got you about an S5 here. I'm surprised, so got a good leaseball copy on you. Not too much here. Looking forward to Sunday. And yes, Chris, tomorrow night will be good. That's it for now, Larry. Back to you.
All right, I'm just trying to pipe something in here. Oops. Of course, my fingers aren't working right. My left hand doesn't work as good as Chuck's. Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, no, I gotta listen to Wade here, so I gotta figure out how to do that. VA3NCA, VE3LBI. Come on in, Wade.
And there you go, Wade.
VA3CA, you're up. VA3WG.
I'll try one more time. VA3NCA, VE3LBI. You with us there, Wade?
VA3NCA. Hello, Wade. You should have filled your glass before. Why don't we carry on with Dave, and as soon as Wade is back at the table, then we can bring him in.
Yep, before that, bring in Al. VA3NFL, VE3LBI. You still with us, Al?
VA3IMW ZOE. Am I still there?
Yeah, you're gonna try to get down to the get together there on Sunday down at Pier 4.
Hang on a second, Wade. We got Al in there.
What? Yeah, Pier 4 on Sunday around 11 o'clock. Well, it's the start time. Are you planning to drop down?
Well, as far as I know.
Absolutely. Pier 4. Yep. Doing boat activation. They can get set up in the one spot. It'll be a 3-fer. If not, it'll be a 2-fer. Yeah, there's gonna be a group. I'm heading out your way tomorrow. I'm going out to my nephew's, my nephew's out there on Kemp Road. I got to change an O2 sensor in the car. See what time I get done at, Al. I got your phone number. I get an opportunity. I can drop that way. So, yeah. But anyways, Pier 4 Sunday morning, which is 2 days, around 11 o'clock. Set up time until whenever. Hopefully, you don't get any rain. And it's a decent temperature down there. So, you're all quite welcome. I don't know. Max had a possibility of 18 people. I don't know the name of the street, but Dave's in there. I know or Dave or Mac. Dave's up next. Let me call him in. He'll know the end of the street there. So let me bring him in first, Al. VA3CP, VE3LBI. Do you know the end of what the end of the street is there for Pier 4 earlier?
Okay, VA3LBI, VA3CP. Yeah, it's actually on Leander Drive. But if you go down to the foot of James Street or John Street, whichever one you can get down, or McNabb, and make a turn to the west. Just follow the road all the way to the end, and that's you'll see the parking lot there. When you run into the barriers, you you've gone too far. It's right opposite the Leander Boat Club, I believe, or very close to it. Okay, Al? Or, sorry, yeah, Al. Yeah, VA3NFL, VA3WI. Did you get that, what Dave said? I don't know, can you hear Mac better, baby? Try Mac and see if he can give you the directions there. VA3MW, come on in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Al when he first checked in. I heard him nice and clear, but he's completely off my scale. Not even breaking a squelch now. So I'm not sure if somebody cut down my antenna or what. I don't think it's that. Anyways, perhaps he can hear me, maybe not. Down the end of John Street, I think it's also in the neighborhood of what they call Guy Street. I usually come down from the bay side, in which means it's a hairpin turn when you turn left. So from, I guess it's Bay Street, go Bay Street north, across Burlington Street, and when you get down to the fancy places that have boats around it, there's this really, really left-hand sharp turn, and when you found that place, that's where you're at. Anyways, I'm still not sure why I can't hear Al, as his first transmission was nice and crystal clear.
VA3NFL, VA3LBI, did you pick any of that up?
That was Matt talking. I got nothing. He was in there for 2 or 3 minutes at the start when I clucked in here, but I didn't get any.
Yeah, he said the same thing. You were nice and loud at the beginning, and then you dropped down. Did you move anywhere? I don't know if you're on an HD or what's going on. But he said you're really strong, and then he could barely hear you.
Yeah. Bad conditions. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll look it up on Google Maps, Pier 4, I think it says. Yeah, Mac was loud and proud there at the start, and I got nothing.
Check your antenna connection, make sure it's okay. You're right, it is Pier 4. Yes, Pier 4 right down to the bayfront there. So I think one of the suggestions is to go down John Street to the end, and from there, I didn't catch it all, but you can't miss it. It's a big area, and you have to make a couple turns off of John, but like I say, it's a big area.
All right. Gonna say something to everybody on that. I think my time is pretty much close to being done, so everybody have a great evening. VA3NFL.
All right, thanks, Al. Enjoy your supper, and hopefully we'll catch you there on Sunday. All right, let me try Wade one more time before I pick up Dave here. VA3NFL, that's all right. VA3NCA, VE3LBI. You back with us, Wade?
Wade, pick it up. Go ahead. You're up.
Wade's your being called.
E3LBI, VA3NCA via VA3IMW. Hey, Larry. Yeah, I am back. I went switching around the bands a little bit, and then when I returned through the menu for ZOE, it put the duplex back on. So got that fixed. Just call me a lid. But anyways, I'm back, and good evening, everybody. Looking forward to Sunday. Did wake up with a bit of a scratch in the throat. The throat's a little bit bass today, so we'll see how that develops. But lots of rest, I hear, is the answer. Anyways, listen along and on the YouTube as well. Back to you.
Thank you, Larry. Hey, very good, Wade. Yeah, I can hear you clearly on the YouTube stream there, so no problem. Yeah, look after that throat there. I don't know if there's a cold going around or not. My grandson's got a touch or something. We don't know what it is. A bit of a cough.
Yeah, it's very, very little bit of cough. I'm hoping it doesn't develop into anything. So we're hoping that this is this is all that it is. And but anyways, the weather is looking good. Other than that, glad that this is a Friday and we can turn our attention to other things here. So I don't really have anything else for right now, but maybe I'll send it back to the group and you can pick up who's behind me.
Yep. Okay. Very good. Thanks, Wade, for coming in. And next we got Dave, VA3CP, VE3LBI. Come on in, Dave.
Okay, here we are back again, VA3CP. All right, did you want to wait till maybe next week to discuss this latest stuff that I got from conservation, or want to let it out now?
No, you might as well go ahead. We can always do it again next week. The stuff you got from back from them, the Hamilton Conservation Authority. Yeah, go ahead. And it can be repeated. There's no problem.
Okay, I just don't want any political stuff like we had last week. That got a little bit out of hand. All right, so what I did, you guys asked about tent pegs in the ground and camping spots. And I did post that question to the Conservation Authority, and they said absolutely no problem with that. You can do it if there's camping there. You may set up in the campsites. They also suggest that what you do is talk to the park superintendent, and they may even be able to give you a campsite that's not booked that you can set up in without any restrictions. They also say that the superintendents at some, or probably any of these parks, may be able to assist you if they have utility mapping, which they don't have a lot of, but they're working on getting utility mapping throughout their parks. They may be able to suggest an area that is safe to go ahead and set up your antennas however you wish. Just keeping in mind that you don't damage anything. But I would imagine tent pegs in the ground and what have you would be fine. So it sounds to me like they're being quite cooperative with us, as long as we cooperate with them. So, any questions on that?
A comment, VA3WPG.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Actually, that does actually sound pretty reasonable, and I also, again, just want to send another shout out to the ladies at Dundas Conservation Area. They seem really nice, and like they're more than willing to help with anything. And they will even let you know before the pavilion is closing if you need to use the washroom. Now is a good time to do it before they lock the doors. So Dundas seems like a really reasonable place. So, and glad to hear that updated news about the campsite. So thank you for that. VA3WPG.
Okay, very good. All right. That's good news, Chris. Glad to hear that there's good liaison there. So I think that if we communicate with them, we'll get a much nicer reception. And as Mac pointed out, or somebody pointed out, I think, well, maybe it was Edward, that there are a limited number of parks. So, all right, I think that's about it for now. Just make sure that when you do set up, do it with a little bit of common sense, and make sure that you're away from everything else. And it wouldn't hurt if there is a superintendent on site. Might be nice to check in with them, because they have all been notified about amateur radio, and we are welcome to operate in the parks, but as long as we follow their guidelines, which is fair. All right, okay, Larry, that's about it for me. V3LBI, VA3CP.
No, good point, Dave. And I think, again, last week was kind of it was a little bit rough and gruff with the, dropping, but once you get, people got it, like I said, straightened away and kind of settled down on things. So, and again, you have more information. I don't think they were, well, like I said, I think it was more of a bomb being dropped, really, to get people upset. And they're not, I don't think it's that way. And don't forget, it doesn't matter what park you go into or where you go, you're always going to find the one that's going to be I want to be the top gun, and no, you can't do that. And that's just nature. That's the way people are. So you can't buck the system that way. But the other 99%, they're fine. Yeah, go ahead, set up. You're not going to hurt anything. That's great. So that's all I got to say about it. And hopefully we don't, like I say, get into a political thing again tonight about it. I think that's what you've done is fine work. They would appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, Larry. Well, I've had 10 emails back and forth with them over a fair amount of time. So there's been a lot of work put into this, and obviously they don't have all of their people on site because they have a lot of volunteers and everything. And there's a case of getting volunteers available and going through the summer months and everything with vacations, they had troubles getting everybody together at the same time to discuss things. So, but they have apologized for the length of time it's taken to come up with a final resolution. But my point is that I feel that they've been very, very reasonable. Once you think about everything, I think that it's reasonable. And if we are ambassadors for amateur radio, I don't think that we'll have any problems at all. All right, the VA3LBI, VA3CP.
No, very good, Dave. And I think the other part of it is the infrastructure we're talking about. There was a comment made about it. Some of the stuff that was put in the ground wasn't put in properly. It's too close to the surface. So they're trying to protect themselves from damage and other people from getting hurt, obviously. Especially if you're putting a tent peg in the ground, or especially with steel one perchance. There may be a hydro line that's too close to the surface because it wasn't properly installed, because that's the way they did things back in the day, kind of just, buried a foot and a half or that, maybe a foot or 6 inches deep, put a board on top of it. By now the board's rotted away and you got wires there or something. So again, it's a problem with their infrastructure.
Yeah, I did have one thing that they did mention about Valens. They said that Valens was one of their older parks, and when they put the water system in there, they ended up putting it right through the middle of each campsite, and they didn't put it deep enough, and they've had a number of tent pegs and stuff go through the water lines, which they say is totally their fault. They're trying to sort that out and get them buried deeper, but this is why they're concerned about damaging utilities and costing them money. So yeah, we'll just go along with it. And like I said, guys, if you've got a tripod that you can use rather than putting spikes in the ground, I think that would probably go a long way to helping out. All right, I think I've said everything I need to say, Larry. VA3LBI, VA3CP.
Recheck.
Okay, we got to recheck it. We need a call sign, please.
VA3VT. It's funny you mentioned that, Dave, because many years ago I camped at that campground near Valens, and believe it or not, I put a spike right through one of them water lines on the campground and pretty much flooded the whole ground. I was just laughing here listening to that. Anyways, we'll hand it back over to Larry there. VA3VT.
Get your own swim pool there. All right, let me give a shout. Any other check-ins for Friday night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in, VE3LBI. Come on in, Steve, VA3NFG, VE3LBI. Come on in, mobile. Very good, Steve. Yeah. Every time I go up there, I have to buy something. You're never there. I went in yesterday to pick up some paint. Obviously, it must have been off. I looked for you.
Right. I work this Sunday and day. Week. So, correct. Next, be there.
I hear that, Steve. Yeah. Are you going to be going down to Pier 4 on Sunday then? good. I see Mark's in here too on the YouTube, and I can't remember who Pi FPF or PV is. Is that Noel?
That's Noel.
Oh, somebody keyed up there, but I would scratch you again, please. Mark, pardon me. VA3MW, VE3LBI. Who is PIEFP Victor?
That is the E3 kilo whatever. Yeah, it's Noel.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize it, that's all. All right, anyways, okay, everybody else checking into the Friday Night ZOE Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI. Well, I got Mark listening along, and I guess I got Noel listening along here. Any other check-ins? Come on in, VE3LBI.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango.
And there is that guy too. That's Edward. I'm pretty sure you heard him.
Oh, yeah, no problem. VE3VYT, VE3LBI. Come on in, Ed.
VE3LBI, VE3VYT. Yep, just gotta get this muffin out of my mouth here. Yep, just about done here. Okay. Yeah, thanks so much. Had a great weekend last weekend. It was a 4-day weekend, super long weekend. We stayed up there in the Huntsville area at Algonquin Park. My wife got to go paddle boarding. I got to do radio. We hiked the whole pile of trails. It was a beautiful weekend. Perfect weather. It was like 25 or more every day, and not too cool at night either. So that was my week. After that, we got home and, well, we got to do all the yard work that got left over from not doing it last weekend.
Well, did you play any radio while you were up there?
Yeah, Wade actually got a hold of me there. I was on 40 meters there for a while from Lake of Two Rivers. And I got about 60 contacts, so it worked out very well.
Oh, excellent. Very good. So, were you in at like a cabin or whatever? Is that what you went into? Oh, you said something about a cabin you were getting.
Yeah, we did actually. It was a place called Wolf Den. And it turns out that they have like it's like a, what do they call those things? A hostel. They have like a lodge that people can rent beds in. And then they have a whole pile of cabins they rent out down by the river. So that was the place, and not too far away there was 2 more places you could choose from, so I think of maybe the next time. Colonial Bay, motel and cottages, and then there was an upscale place that looked like it could be a little crowdy called Tally Ho. So those were the 3 that I saw, and the Wolf Den was more than enough. Just had to share the facilities, so like common bathrooms and things like that, but that was no big deal.
Yeah, sounds like you had a good time up there. That must have been enjoyable. Did you notice any of the trees changing leaves or changing color at all?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, in the Huntsville area it was lower elevation, so it was just a tinge here and there, but once you get Algonquin, which is a lot higher, you go about 20 kilometers in, and on the first couple of days, there was visions of red here and there, but by the time we left, there was quite a bit of red everywhere. So I'd say this weekend and next weekend is probably prime time.
Well, I know we got a couple of maple trees down here, and they seem to be the latter part of the spring. They bloom, or what do I guess? Yeah, bloom. I guess they don't flower, but bloom with leaves, and they're always the first ones to drop. But there's the trees right now. A couple over in the neighborhood over here are completely red, and they're maple. I don't know what type of maple.
Red maple?
Yeah, I couldn't tell either, but some of the locals up there said that they had a frost last week, and that everything was solid green until the frost hit, and then within about 48 hours, they're starting to see bits and pieces of red everywhere.
Absolutely, that'll do it for sure. Actually, I ran into a guy I worked with today at Fresco, I guess. No, Fresco. Yeah, it was Fresco. I'd seen him for a while. And he was heading up to Bancroft. Him and his grandson, they go backpacking quite often up in the Bancroft area. They walk 12 miles into a lake, and they set up camp, and they stay in there for a couple, 3 days. right on the lake. And I asked him what he said. You guys go fishing? He goes, oh yeah. And apparently they get some really nice big bass they get out of the lake. So Bancroft's a good area, a very nice area for fishing.
Well, I can't say that I've fished in quite a long time, but the only fishing I've done is for POTA. I don't know, like both these places around here are fished out, but I guess Bancroft could be getting away from it all. Normally, if you want to go get big fish, you got to go like French River, further north, out there toward Wawa and stuff like that. There you get like monstrous 3-4 foot kind of fish without trying very hard. But it's not to get anything meaningful down here. I think once I had a good catch at my brother's cottage. I caught a sunfish one day, and rather than taking it off the hook and throwing it back, I just put the line back in the water, and I went for dinner. Next morning when I came down, I had like a 2.5 foot pike on it. So that was my claim to fame, and I haven't had one since. That was probably about 12 years ago.
Yeah, that'll do it too. I always like brook fishing myself, walking down streams and stuff, fishing for trout or speckles and stuff. That was my best. Are you planning on heading down Sunday to the group to get together there?
Yeah, I guess I don't have to use the Skyway Bridge, so that's a plus. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be there. I was thinking maybe stopping somewhere and hunting Pier 4 for a while, because I could use a couple of hunter contacts into Pier 4, but we'll see. I can always stop at RBG and try you guys.
Yeah, once you're coming in, you can always stop at, what do you call it, Dundurn Castle too, right?
Oh, that's an idea. Thank you.
Yeah, you could do the twofer there. What do you call it, Burlington Heights and Dundurn Castle. A twofer.
A very good idea. I might actually do that. We'll see.
Yep. Okay, Ed, anything else before I call?
No, thanks very much for the opportunity.
Thanks for joining in on the Simplex Net tonight. Right, my call sign, Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India. Any other check-ins for Friday Night ZOE Ragchew? Come on in.
VA3IMW ZOE, but I gotta step away, so just check me into the log.
Hey, no, I got you in the log, thanks. We're making out here for time, what is it, about 19 minutes to, I guess, or so. All right, anything else? Well, maybe run it back down the list again. Mac, anything else? VA3IMW, VE3LBI.
I guess the big question is whose wife is baking this weekend so that we all get fat and happy with snacks and pastries on Sunday morning. Anyways, just throwing it out there.
Just bring a couple loaves of bread back.
Oh, you know what? If I did that, then everybody be lined up around the block 24/7, and my wife wouldn't get any sleep.
Nice piece of fresh bread and a nice piece of old cheese.
I'll tell you, she's really taken to the the sweet, what I call it, the butter bread. I found a butter bread recipe for her, and this stuff is just absolutely to die for. It's so wonderful. You can actually use it as not only a butter bread recipe, but if you're taken to cinnamon bread or cinnamon raisin bread or anything like that, it's just a super perfect recipe. But just looking at the loaf, you gain 5 pounds, right? We're going to start this weekend with another recipe with something a little bit lighter. But yep, ever since I brought home that stand mixer, there's been all kinds of wonderful stuff coming out of the kitchen. Anyways, it's all for me. You can't have any.
Okay, Mac, no problem. Yeah, we've got some good recipes here, but we actually use the bread machine itself. A lot of time I'll mix it in there and I'll bake it in the oven. So, but not until the temperature drops down, because we don't put the oven on that often.
Yeah, I was originally concerned about how much heat we were going to generate, but The oven seems to contain the heat fairly well. I know that when we're, doing a lot of family cooking and you got 3 or 4 burners on the top of the stove, you got a lot of ambient heat. So it really gets the main floor to a point where you almost have to open up the doors and windows. So we're doing Christmas dinner and all the rest of that stuff. It's things get a little steamy.
I bet you they would. Same thing here. With ours, it's a single floor, and especially for like I say, got the oven and some burners going. Yeah, we have Christmas dinner here coming. I don't know, 10 or 11 people, I guess we have for Christmas dinner this year, so it's going to be interesting. All right, Mac, anything else before I pass it down to Chris?
Yeah, how many shopping days till Christmas?
I don't talk about that. I don't shop anymore. We don't do Christmas back and forth anymore. Unless we could give each other $1 million, but then that would kill our bank account down to a negative $2 million.
Well, if you give her $2 million and she gives you $1 million, no, wait a minute. You give her $1 million, she gives you $1 million. That means that's net zero.
That's exactly what we give each other, 0.
And she should be thankful for that $1 million that she just got.
I gave it away. All right, let me pick up Chris. VA3WPG, VE3LBI. Call it, Chris.
Yeah, VA3WPG, all right. Well, still listening along here. Not really much more to put in just as of now, but I got the message, Bill. Either give me a shout here tomorrow on Simplex here on the output frequency, or give me a shout. I probably will not hear my text message tomorrow, so give me a shout on the radio. I'll have to crank up, or give me a shout on the phone. We'll get that done some point tomorrow. Nothing more as of now. We'll be listening along. VA3WPG.
Thanks, Chris. Al, you're up. VA3BT, VE3LBI. Anything else, Al, before we do a 7-3?
No, not much more here. Just listening along to the net here. I won't be making that Sunday. Got function there tomorrow night, so probably won't be in good shape Sunday morning. But otherwise, we'll be listening along, Larry. VA3BT.
All right, very good, Al. Thanks. Bill, anything else before we do a 7-3? VE3IUK, VE3LBI.
Yeah, just a quick question. Maybe I can get some help on this. If I'm going to be meeting Wade on Sunday, I think it's the Bayfront bus we want to get. I'm just wondering where we need what is the intersection where we should be getting off the bus? I don't know if anybody knows that or not.
Anybody got an answer for Bill? I have no idea. I'm not a downtown person that way.
VA3WPG, I know how to use those schedules, and if we're meeting up, we can get that figured out on your big screen there tomorrow.
Okay, I'll go wait till tomorrow then. Cool. Thanks a lot, Chris.
No problem. I drive the motorcycle in the summer, but I use those maps all winter, so I'm quite familiar with them.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Larry.
Okay, thanks, Bill. All right, let's see if Wade's with us here. VA3NCA, VE3LBI. I'm listening along, Wade.
All right, Wade, if you're still with us.
VA3
There you go.
LBI, VA3NCA. Sorry, I just had to mute the YouTube. Are you copying me, or is Mac relaying for me?
Everybody's copying 100%. Everybody's copying 100% on YouTube.
Okay, I'm listening to you, Wade, on the...
Not much else for this round either. Good to hear good news from Dave. Thanks so much, Dave, for sticking with that and the work you put into that. That is great, and it's great to hear that they are willing to work with us. Other than that, I guess I don't have anything else for this round. Just caught me off guard there for a bit, but I will send it back to you. Thank you, VA3NC.
Okay, I'll drop off of there. Okay, very good. Thanks, Wade. Bill, somebody's asking you about repeating your question there. VE3IUK, VE3LBI. I asked you to repeat the question there about the bus, I guess. I'm not sure who it is. East Haven. I'm not sure who that is. I don't know whether that's Bill or not.
That's Edward.
Oh, is that Edward? Okay. I don't know. These names don't mean anything to me. I usually put the call sign. So, Bill, repeat your question, please.
So the question was to get to Bayfront Park. I know I need to take to get to Pier 4. I need to take the Bayfront bus, but I wasn't quite sure which stop I needed to get off at. So I was just wondering if anybody had an idea. But apparently Chris can help me work through that. But that was the question: what stop would I get off on the Bayfront bus?
And I can meet you at the bus stop too if worse comes to worse.
Let me just see if that's okay there. VE3, VYT, VE3LBI. Is that okay what you were looking for, Ed? All right. I'm not sure where Ed went now. Anyways, he asked the question on the YouTube there. Dave, we're gonna make sure I got Wade, Dave, VH3CP, VE3LBI. What else you got for us tonight, Dave, before we do 7-3? Are you gonna go do an activation?
Unfortunately, I can't help him with that particular question. Somebody was a ham radio technology question. E3BYT, back to you, Larry.
Sorry, we doubled up, Ed. You want to try it again? And my fault. I keyed on top of you, or whatever, but I doubled up with you. You want to try it again, please? Say your transmission again, Edward, VH3CP.
No problem. I couldn't figure out what I was listening to, the radio or the YouTube there. No, I just think I can't help Bill with that. Thanks so much for repeating the question. V3VYT.
Okay, thanks, Ed. You're up, Dave. VH3CP, VE3LBI. Are you going to do an activation on Sunday? Yeah, VH3CP. I plan to do that. My time is going to be limited, so I think I will do an activation and work the guys park to park, give them some park to parks. I plan on being over around Bayfront Park. That's the plan anyway, so that'll be the trail and Great Lakes Waterfront Trail and the Great Trail of Canada and also VEFF Park. So we'll get you guys in the log there. Give me an activation. Depending on time, I might stop over, say hi for a few minutes, and then I gotta head home. So that'll be the plan. Mac, probably will need a list of all the call signs of the activators.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we've got a full spot of all call signs in our spot. And as many times before, one contact with us is a complete activation, and then you can go home and relax.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, I'll stay for a little bit longer now. I want to try out my little FT817 with CW filter that I've got in it now. So planning on doing a little bit of CW there as well. But definitely catch you guys on sideband, and be a pleasure to work everybody. All right. Back to you. Anything more, Mac, or pass it back to Larry?
Da-da-da.
Okay, go ahead, Larry. Okay, I had Chuck written down here, but I know it's going to key up. I'll try him. CJZ, VE3LBI. You want a couple of comments that come in there, Chuck, please?
Wade broke in with a comment to V3IUK.
Okay, I missed that one. Sorry. Let me turn this down and turn this back up. VA3NCA, VE3LBI.
Wait.
VA3, VE3, LBI, VA3, NCA. Wow, the brain isn't functioning here. It's been a long week. Today's been a long week. Anyways, no, Bill, yeah, I was just going to break in because I was doing a little bit of Googling, and it looks like there's at least two options, and they bring you right down to Pier 4. One is the number 20, and it looks like the other one is the number 4, and they both seem to transfer right around James and King. But anyways, I'm sure that Chris has a better handle on it than I do, so I can also wait until afterwards. But it looks like candidates are the 20 and the 04 that go right down to Bayfront. That's all for me. I will send it back. VA3NCA.
Matt?
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just say we can figure that out, and as I mentioned before, worst comes to worst, once you get there, we can also meet you at the bus, right at the bus stop too, and get you to the place. So it's not going to be a problem.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Larry, Wade was just explaining about the options for what to get there from downtown, so we're all good. Thanks, Larry. Back to you, V3IUK.
Yep. Okay, no problem, Bill. I was kind of listening on the YouTube and trying to listen on the radio, confusing at the same time. All right. So where was I here now? I don't know whether to kind of key up or not. I'll try them again. VA3, CJZ, VE3. We're doing not a 7-3 round, just anything you want to add. All right, we'll see if Steve's still with us. VA3 NFG, VE3 LBI. Steve, you still with us? Okay, he's gone, I guess. We're busy. Ed, if I can hear you, VE3 VYT, VE3 LBI. Come on in, Ed.
Yeah, I'm still here. I don't have much to add. I was watching the signals, and I see that you guys are coming in about a S9 here, that being Mac and Larry. I'm sort of barely hearing Wade. He's just breaking the squelch. Same with WPG, just barely breaking the squelch. So thanks so much for the opportunity to try to simplex that. I enjoyed it. Very good. Back to you, Larry.
Hey, thanks for joining in, Ed. All right, we'll do a 7-3 round shortly. I think Noel said 7-3. Yeah, he's got to go, so he said 7-3. Okay. And I don't think Mark's going to key up. He was in there too. I don't see him in there again right now. So, all right. Anybody got anything else before we do a 7-3 round? Bring it back now, VE3 LBI.
I'm seeing a 15-second delay from the live air to the YouTube, so that's kind of hard to work those two. I'm used to having a split of maybe a second or two on an SDR. YouTube's kind of slow there.
Yeah, on the YouTube you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 15 seconds behind on the timer here, so you got to have a very long pause.
Yes, you got to kind of listen. It's hard because when you're talking here on the microphone and you're listening to yourself over the speaker, you kind of get yourself personally confused. If you're listening to other people, it's okay, but definitely get confused if you have the speaker on and you're talking into the microphone because you got that delay and it kind of really throws you off.
Yeah, I was saying, like on those SDRs, they have like the Utah SDR or something like that when you're doing HF. The delay is never more than half a second or maybe 200 milliseconds sort of thing. So that's quite workable, but this is a challenge.
Absolutely. I know. I've been working, like I said, I don't know how Chuck manages sometimes doing it, but I think he's got an earpiece he puts in sometimes and works it out. So that'd be a good question for him on Wednesday nights. All right. Is there any other check-ins for Friday night? ZOE Ragchew. Last call.
V3IUK.
Very good, Mark. Thanks for checking in. I guess you and Steve will be down there on Sunday morning, Mark? Excellent. Okay, hope to see you there then. As far as I know, I'll get the opportunity to be down that way. All right, let's run it down the list to a 7-3. Mac, you're up. VA3MW, VE3LBI.
7-3.
Chris, VA3WPG, VE3LBI, 7-3.
VA3, WPG, 7-3. Have a good evening, everyone, and looking forward to Sunday. See you all there. VA3, WPG.
Very good. VA3BT, VE3LBI, 7-3.
Yeah, still here. Good night there, Larry. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for being there. 7-3, everybody. Good night.
Bill, you're up. VA3UK, VE3LBI, 7-3 round, Bill.
Yeah, 7-3 all. See you Sunday. Take care, and thanks for doing the net, Larry.
Thanks, Bill. Wade, I got Wade up. VA3NCA, VE3LBI, doing a 7-3 round. Mac, relay that, please.
VA3LBI, VA3NCA. Yeah, thanks, Larry, for doing it. And looking forward to Sunday, and see you all then. 7-3.
There you go. Roger.
Okay, I got him marked in 7-3 then. Dave, VA3CP, VE3LVI, 7-3 round, Dave.
Okay, Larry, very good. Hope to get down, do an activation on the morning, so we'll see how it goes. If not, hope you guys have a good time. 73 for now, VA3CP.
Try Steve here, VA3NFG, VE3LVI. We're doing a 7-3 round, Steve. Okay, Ed, you're up. VE3VYT, VE3LVI, doing a 7-3 round, Ed.
I'll keep it short. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. 73, VE3VYT.
Okay, Noel's gone, 7-3. Mark, VE3MHV. Mark, we're just doing a 7-3 round. Okay, very good. And I'm going to ask Dave something here. VA3CP, VE3LVI.
Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
We know, everybody knows the ZOE repeater is down. If you do hear anything about it and you wish to share it, I'm sure people would like to appreciate your information on it if you can.
Okay, I have not heard anything at all yet, other than the fact that Terry may take a couple of days to get there. So maybe tomorrow. Just depends. He's got some stuff on his plate.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely with that. But if you hear anything that's not good news, let's put it that way, please keep us informed so that we can do something if we have to. I don't know what the issue is until we find out what the issue is. We'll go from there. But please keep us informed as you can, please.
Yeah, okay. My guess is the PA is gone. Just guessing because it's putting out very, very low power. All right. I'm going to ask Mac, where will you be monitoring on the handheld for the weekend? Mr. Mac disappeared.
I think we're either going to use OBP or WIK as a talk-in.
Okay, your deviation was a little low. Say again.
Yep, hang on a second.